I never believed in destiny until I met you. Some people say love is simple, that when two hearts meet, the world fades away, and nothing else matters. But they never talk about the kind of love that arrives quietly, at the wrong time. In the wrong life. I still remember the first moment I saw you. It wasn't magical like in the movies. There were no slow-motion glances, no dramatic music, just two strangers, crossing paths, unaware that their lives were about to change forever. You were smiling, talking to someone else, completely unaware of how your presence had just shifted something inside me. I didn't know your name yet, didn't know your story, but something in my heart whispered, this person will matter, and it scared me. Because sometimes your heart recognizes what your life cannot accept. Days passed, then weeks. Conversations started casually. Simple messages, small jokes, random late-night talks about life, dreams, fears, everything. It felt easy, too easy, like we had known each other in another lifetime. You understood my silence. I understood your pauses. We never had to explain too much, because somehow, we just knew. I never planned to fall for you. But love doesn't ask for permission. It enters quietly, sits in your heart, and suddenly becomes the most important part of your existence. Every message from you felt like sunshine on a cloudy day. Every call made the world feel lighter. You became my safe place, my calm, my happiness in the middle of chaos. But life had already written different plans for us. You belonged to a world that didn't have space for me. Responsibilities, commitments, expectations, they stood between us like invisible walls. We tried to ignore them at first, pretended that feelings could stay small, controlled, harmless. But feelings don't stay small, they grow in silence. And one day, we both realized, this wasn't just friendship anymore. It was something deeper, something beautiful, something painful. We never said I love you the way people usually do, because sometimes, love is too real to be spoken. It lives in the pauses between words, in the way someone asks if you reached home safely, in the way they remember small details. Loving you felt natural, but accepting reality felt impossible. There were moments when I wanted to run away from everything, just to choose you. Moments when I wished life was simple, when hearts didn't have to follow rules written by society. But love, real love, doesn't destroy lives. It protects them, even if it means breaking your own heart. I remember the night everything changed. The conversation we both avoided finally found its way between us. The silence felt heavier than words. We both knew we couldn't continue like this, because sometimes love asks you to let go. Not because you stopped caring, but because you care too much. You told me, maybe in another life. And I smiled, even though my heart was quietly shattering, because I knew, in another life, things would be different. In another life, we would meet without fear. In another life, we wouldn't have to hide conversations or control emotions. In another life, loving you wouldn't hurt anyone. In another life, you would be mine. People think heartbreak is loud, dramatic, unforgettable, but sometimes heartbreak is quiet. It's pretending everything is okay. It's typing a message and deleting it. It's wanting to share good news, but realizing you no longer have the right to. It's missing someone who is still alive, still breathing, still somewhere in this same world, just not in your life anymore. Time passed, life moved forward, as it always does. We stopped talking, stopped checking in, but memories don't follow rules. They appear in random moments. A song, a place, a simple word, and suddenly everything comes back. Your laughter, your kindness. Sometimes I wonder, do you ever think about me too? Do you ever pause for a second, remembering something we shared? I don't regret loving you. Because some people enter your life not to stay forever, but to teach you something unforgettable. You taught me that love isn't about possession. It's about connection. It's about caring deeply for someone's happiness, even if that happiness doesn't include you. You taught me that real love is selfless. It doesn't demand, it doesn't force, it simply exists. Quietly, honestly, forever. Maybe our story wasn't meant to have a happy ending in this lifetime. Maybe we were just two souls, crossing paths, reminding each other what love feels like. And maybe, somewhere beyond this life, beyond timing, beyond circumstances, our story continues. Until then, I will carry your memory like a soft melody in my heart, not loud enough for the world to hear, but strong enough to remind me that once in this lifetime, I loved someone, truly, deeply, endlessly. And even though you were never mine, my heart still believes. In another life, you were.